Hello, everybody. This is Elijah Keating from wisdomseekers.net. Go check us out. I do have some wonderful readers who read for Wisdom Seekers. But I am shifting things up a little bit this week since YouTube has changed its paradigm on how to find different readers. I guess we're probably one of the ones that do the false news or something. I don't know what it is, but let's find out if we can shift things a bit. So I'm going to do the 4 elements. And I'm going to start out with water, which is Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Cannot think of 3 different signs that are so totally different from each other. Cancer and Pisces, yeah, maybe. But Scorpio, no. Not at all in the same emotional category as Cancer or Pisces. So this should be interesting. Let's see if it rings a bell for anybody. And I'm going to start out with my cards. I've already shuffled, so I'll just split them. And I am going to pull cards from this deck. And the first one is for water, joy, and stability. All right, so let's see what that joy and stability brings us. And here, just let me tidy up a bit because my cards got messed up. And the first card is a very good card. The Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune means that you've come to the end of a cycle. And I think we can say that for just about everybody, that we've come to the end of a cycle, but in your case, you're actually got to the place where the cycle's ended and you're moving up. Oh, well, let's hope this is a good ending. It usually is. Well, look at that. You got 3 of Cups. And the 3 of Cups is a celebration. And basically that's what it means, celebration. Okay, so what are we celebrating? I got the next one is 2 of Pentacles. And what we're celebrating, well, in this case it says it was all your patience. You put in a great deal of time waiting, expecting things to happen. They didn't happen. You just waited. But you knew something would happen because, and obviously it is with your celebrating. So what happens after that? Then we've got the King of Swords. And the King of Swords, I prefer to read as an energy. And in this case, it's a choice to make a change. And it's a huge change. And that's something the 3 of you, water signs, did. You made a choice to change. And so you were patient, and then you said, yeah, not anymore. And what's right in front of you? And this 8 of Swords. And why did that come in after celebration, after making the change? Because it's just the way people are. We make a change, we're all gung-ho, then it calms down, and we're going, I think I'm a bit depressed. Or, not quite sure where I'm going next. And that's exactly what this card means. Not quite sure where you're going next. It's easy. You could easily find your way out. You just don't know how to find your way out. But don't be upset about it, because the next card is the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups is all about beginnings of a new kind of joy, a new kind of happiness. So the frustration card that you're going through, the slight depression, it's just that. It's just while you adjust to the new energy. But obviously you love the new energy. And where does that take you from there? Okay, so you, in this case, four of Swords. In this case, I think it's more of you're saying goodbye to it rather than moving into it. So that's not where it's taking you. That's what you're living with. That's what you're allowing to move out of your system. And there, from that goes, and this is also something you are allowing to leave out of your system. This is the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is people in your life who are treating you poorly. And yes, it is always time to say goodbye to that toxic energy in your life. It's always time to let that go, but you have to pay attention, be careful of it, and allow it to move forward on its own. You can shift it out, but mostly because you're moving into new and improved, it's going to shift out on its own. You don't really have to go after it. But what comes next? That's the Justice card. And I've read this card as a light worker card for many, many years. Because the sword cuts away the old stuff. Your heart becomes light as a feather. Your third eye opens. You can see that. And in the background, there's a peacock feathers, which are, again, a symbol of seeing spiritually. And there's something I say, and I say it all the time. You can be spiritual. You can be psychic and not spiritual, but you cannot be spiritual and not psychic. Right? So in this case, the third eye is opening. You're hearing more. And when I say hearing more, I'm not talking about people like me chatting. I'm talking about the energies talking to you. You're letting you know, okay, this is the next step. This is what you're going to do next. Or what would be beneficial for you. Or this is what this means. So just be careful. And you've got a lot. I pulled two. Let's see. They both basically are starting to come back on themselves. But this means there's a lot of new energy coming into you, a lot of new knowledge. But as you can see, it's old knowledge that's coming up to be remembered. And then again, this is a woman. This card can be read two ways as a human being. But for this group of people, and considering it's a large group of people, I would suggest the Queen of Wands is more an energy. And the energy is of the cycle, again, coming to completion, which means the cards are starting to repeat themselves. But it also says that there's new knowledge there. It's old knowledge, but you can find it, you can bring it in and spout it out. And that is positive. That means you're listening. And again, you're not listening to people like me chatting in your ear. You're listening to that which is your soul. And the most important part of listening to your soul is that you're actually hearing it, because that soul's been talking to you from that moment you were born. But it takes a while to calm the mind. And meditation is how you do it. Toast. My idea is toast, because toast is boring and it stops the mind chatter. And if you can stop the mind chatter, then you move into a state of constant meditation. You don't have to go do a meditation. You're just in a state of meditation. And how do you get to this place? From this place of joy and stability and big joy, you confront your shadow. And how do you confront your shadow? You listen. It's simple and really, really hard, but you can do it. I know you can do it, and I have faith in each and every one of you. With that, I'm going to say namaste.